At nightfall, they closed the shutters and slept, woke at midnight, and feared in the dark together. Each had lived a childhood of nightfall shutter closings, sleep and wakings at midnight, but childhood had been without fear. Shutters opened again in starlight, chats with neighbors, a little like refreshment, and appropriately oblique slipping away for a pleasant little piss in the privy. Gossip and flirting, and the mostly good-natured renewal of old feuds before yawning again, shutting the shutters again, sleeping once more. Those were town times. Growing up and getting married. These were city times. After the town's destruction and becoming refugees. Their shutters stayed shut these nights in their sad little hovel outside the city walls, outside even the outer city walls. Barely known neighbors in similar states similarly escaped from towns overrun or downturned or given up on. Unfamiliar accents and weaves and hairstyles, not people to chat with at midnight. And uncomfortably close to a sacred grove, what's more, old one. Tall, thick trees, bestreamered, anointed, and furtively cared for. The couple had learned to avert their eyes for decency's sake over the last few bundles of weeks. They'd piled up a few belongings, made the sort of repairs made to a hovel you've no intention of living in any longer than absolutely necessary, gone to their respective guilds and paid their respective respects. Work assignments would come. They'd move inside the walls. They'd learn to wake happily at midnight again. Socialize. Even if they could never forget. And tonight was not helping at all. There was the darkness and the unwanted wakefulness at midnight, and the shutters shut. There was a warm, loving, understanding, badly damaged partner beside, and tonight there was the smacking bark of an axe in the sacred grove. He couldn't stand to pretend he hadn't heard. Got up from the tangle of blankets and protestations, walked to the shutters and opened them to the cold of winter nearly over. Clean, slicing air, starlight blazing compared to the eyes-screwed shut black hovel inn. Not bright enough to see the axeman. She crossed to him and exhausted the list of obvious, unanswerable questions, felt better for having asked them, he felt better for having had them asked. Neither noticed the way they pressed into each other. Who is it? I can't see. Where? A knot at the grove, some nut, he determined. I should check it out, don't you dare. Feeling scolded, he shot back in a voice aimed straight at the heart of their fear. What if it's not? She stopped him. It's not. Close the shutters. Come to bed. It was without doubt her worst ever attempt at seduction, but he pretended not to notice her clumsiness. Closed the shutters, muttering, "Crazy bastard." They groped a bit in the dark, and there was some satisfaction, even as both sets of ears stayed sharp on that smacking bark. When it stopped and stayed stopped, and they strained to hear the great trunk crack and a proud tree fall. Strained until they fell asleep again.